Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome inside the beautiful Komoka Wellness and Recreation Center. For the first time in 49 days, the Kings are back at home as they take on the Sarnia Legionnaires tonight in their first home game of the 2022 calendar year. The last time the Kings were here, they played host to the LaSalle Vipers in a game that they won 5-3. It was an exciting back-and-forth contest between the Kings and the Vipers before Komoka eventually took the lead in the third period on the strength of a goal by Edward Jansu, and Caden Johnston added an empty netter to tack on to the Kings' lead and secure the victory. The Kings were back in action for the first time this year on Friday. Last night, they were in St. Thomas at the Joe Thornton Community Center to take on the Stars. The Kings were 3-0 going into that game against St. Thomas this season, but they fell in that game by a score of 5-2. Early on, the Stars got on the board first with a power play goal, and then Komoka clapped back to make it 1-1. St. Thomas regained the lead and extended it to 3-1, and at that point, all three Stars' goals came on the man advantage. The special teams were not quite working the way the Kings would have liked early on in that game. That trend continued as the game went on. The Kings had 9 power play opportunities in that game and could not cash in on any of them, so they'll be looking to improve upon that here in tonight's contest. They gave up 3 power play markers as well, so they're going to be looking for the penalty kill to play a bit of a bigger factor in this one if need be. Early on, it's kind of like, I was speaking to Kings Assistant GM and Director of Hockey Operations Ray Giffen, it's kind of like it's the first game of the season. Early on in the regular season, you'd picture that in September, but for a lot of these guys, they have not played in a very long time, so we've seen a lot of penalties. If you look around the league and you look at the games that have been played so far, the number of penalties is up from what it was previously. One of the games that is an example of that is St. Mary's and Sarnia, who faced off on Thursday. That was Sarnia's first game, both teams' first games of 2022. It was a game the Legionnaires won 2-1. The Lincolns took a lot of penalties, so did the Legionnaires, and the Kings took quite a few calls last night in St. Thomas. St. Thomas obviously penalized 9 times, as mentioned. Luckily for them, though, the Kings couldn't cash in on special teams. If the special teams had been a little bit better in that game, it's quite possible the final score is a bit of a different story. The Kings tonight will be without Nolan Burnside and Nick Yearwood. Yearwood left the game yesterday due to injury, so he won't be in the lineup in this evening's contest for the Kings. The Sarnia Legionnaires will be missing several players of their own. They'll be without Audie Stylinow, who is out of the lineup tonight, a defenseman. Joel Verspeten will be out of the lineup. He's a centerman. And Will O'Leary-Gelosa, one of their co-captains, will not be in action here this evening due to the fact that he got suspended for a fight in the final 10 minutes of their Thursday game against St. Mary's. So O'Leary-Gelosa will be out of the lineup tonight. The Kings will be starting with Carter McElwain, Jackson McElwain, and Caden Johnston. And if you look at the Kings lines tonight, if you've had access to them, Adam Zuckerman, Easton Cowan, Owen Lukings are one line. Both McElwains and Caden Johnston are the second. Colin Holmes, Edward Jansu, and Will German are the third line. Will Lewis, Nash Glover, and Ewan Johnson are the fourth line. In talking to Mike Riatti pregame, the Kings assistant coach, he said, we're likely to see a lot of line jumbling in today's contest. It's quite likely that we're not going to see these lines stick throughout the game, depending on what the Kings need at any given moment. On defense, it's pretty much a fluid situation as well. We'll see Manny and Crocker paired up to start the game. Chris Coulter and Josh Tidgewell will be on the ice at the beginning. They're paired up together as well. And Ethan Matthews and Jack Uniacke are the third pairing on the back end for Komoka. Uniacke draws in after being scratched last night. Will Lewis is playing forward for the first time since early in the season. He started the year as a forward for the Kings and then was transitioned over to defense. But with Yearwood out of the lineup today, Lewis pivots back up front, and Uniacke will draw in on the back end. The Kings have also completely restructured their power play after the performance last night. They want to ensure that if they get 9 opportunities in today's contest, which is unlikely because it's a rarity that you see that at any level in hockey, but if they do get many chances on the power play, they are able to cash in, something that they were not able to do last night in St. Thomas. Oliver Bonk and Matthew Paris both scored twice. Bonk had both of his goals on the power play on nearly the same play, the way it was drawn up, the way it was executed. So it was a bit of a tough sight to see if you're in charge of the Kings penalty kill, but they are working on that. They are trying to ensure that they will not have the same result on special teams tonight, because once again we may see that special teams make or break this game. The Sarnia Legionnaires will start out with Matthew Ballack and Owen McDonald on the back end. Jet Morningstar, Ryder Neidhuis, and Carson Peer will be up front for them. We'll send it down to ice level now for the national anthem player introductions, and we'll be back at puck drop.
Please welcome the starting lineup for the visiting Sarnia Legionnaires. Starting on defense, number 15, Owen McDonald. Number 19, Matthew Ballack. Number 9, at forward, Ryder Nienhuis. Number 14, Jet Morningstar. Number 11, Carson Peer. And starting in goal, Brendan Strobel. The head coach of the Sarnia Legionnaires is Derek Dubizio. And now the starting lineup for your Komoka Kings. Starting on defense, number 11, Chris Coulter. Number 13, Josh Tidwell. Number 8, Carter McElwain. Number 17, Jackson McElwain. Number 20, Caden Johnston. And starting in goal, number 30, Michael Emerson. The head coach for your Kings is Adam Casey. The assistant coaches are Mike Riatti and Glenn Thunderberg. The goalie coach is David John. Hockey fans, at this time, we ask you to please rise if you're able to. Gentlemen, remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem.
Anthems and introductions complete. We're ready for action here at the Komoka Wellness Center. The Kings have Michael Emsley in goal for the first time in 2022. Emsley is 4-4-1 this season with a .350 goals against average and .897 save percentage. The Sarnia Legionnaires have Brendan Strobel in goal this evening. He was acquired in a trade with the Chatham Maroons that sent Nolan DeConning to Chatham, and Strobel was sent in return to Sarnia. Strobel has played 2 games for the Legionnaires. One did not go as he would have liked, allowing 10 goals to the Leamington Flyers. The other was a stellar performance on Thursday night against the St. Mary's Lincolns in a game the Legionnaires won 2-1, and that is more than likely why head coach Derek DeMuzio has given him the nod once again here this Saturday night in Komoka. The crowd is packed to the capacity limit. You'd think right around 50% here this evening as Jackson McElwain and Ryder Nienhuis are set to face off in the dot to start this game. Nienhuis the win on the draw. He goes back to Owen McDonald. McDonald slides it over to Ballack. Ballack gets it ahead, and now in comes Carson Peer. An early 2-on-1 for Sarnia, patted away by Emsley. In the corner, now the Legionnaires pick the puck up. That's Nienhuis. Nienhuis down low. Peer looks to drive to the goal. Can't quite do that. Coulter sends it off the glass, and now it's played down by Jet Morningstar. Morningstar sends it back into his own end, and after it is Owen McDonald. McDonald in the corner with the puck for Sarnia. A hit from Carter McElwain, and Matthew Ballack, the former Komoka King, picks the puck up. He gets an elbow up high on his former captain. Jackson looks to get it down low to his brother Carter, but he couldn't quite get it to him. Morningstar chips the puck into the Sarnia bench, so we'll get our first whistle of this game just 36 seconds into it. Both sides going to get a change. Easton Cowan, Owen Lukings, Adam Zuckerman, who had 2 goals last night for the Kings on the ice. Draw one by Cowan off the tie-up, gets it to Lukings. Lukings goes to the blue line. Manny finds Crocker. Crocker back for Darius Manny. Shot was blocked on the way, and Crocker will get after it once more. Down the right side, Cowan deflects it, as after it is Zuckerman behind the goal. Zuckerman plays it out front. Cowan in close. Lukings scores! Owen Lukings with his first goal. And the Kings have taken a 1-0 lead. An early marker for Komoka. And it's Lukings who gets them on the board. This is exactly how you want to start if you're the Komoka Kings. After a tough outing last night, early pressure, and Lukings is able to tuck it past Brendan Strobel for his first in the GOJHL. Draws one by Komoka. Cowan gets it back to Crocker. Crocker slides it over to Manny. Manny now ahead for Lukings, who deflects that in. And Strobel will play it. He'll cover up and hold on for a face-off to follow. Edward Jansu will take the draw now for Komoka. Loses it, and Sarnia will play it around the boards. Sent up and deflected into neutral ice, where it's dumped in by Dylan Dupuis of the Legionnaires. Dupuis sends it in, and on it is Jack Uniacke. Backhanded pass to Colin Holmes. Now down low, Sarnia is on it once more. Matthews sends it around the boards, and Will German goes to apply pressure on that puck. German looks to shovel it to Uniacke. Now Jansu in there, jostling for position with Dupuis. Chance in front. Pad save Emsley. A couple of tough saves to make there, but he made them for Komoka. Now carrying it the other way are the Kings forwards. German got it to Holmes, but Holmes had it cut off, and off the other way comes Sarnia. Shot was deflected up and over the glass, out of play. So we'll get a whistle. Nash Glover, the newest Komoka King, acquired over the holiday break from Stratford, is out there with Will Lewis and Ewan Johnson for their first shift of the game. At the blue line, the Legionnaires have it. Shot was blocked, and Lewis looks to get it out. The Kings will. McDonald's got it in his own end. McDonald bank pass ahead. On it now for Sarnia is Ballack. Ballack backhands it in. Tidgewell back over to Kruger. Now a hit there by Komoka and Glover. That'll be a penalty on Tidgewell for cross-checking once Komoka touches the puck up. Ballack, a shot from the point that was blocked on the way. Coulter will touch up, and Tidgewell will be getting a call here. The Kings will get their first penalty kill of the evening. The assists on the Lukings goal go to Easton Cowan and Adam Zuckerman. The Kings' penalty kill this season has been doing pretty well. They're at 83.1%, 118 for 124. Correction on that math, that is definitely incorrect. They have not given up just 6 power play goals all season, but they're at 83.1%. That is 4th in the Western Conference and 9th in the GOJHL as the puck gets sent down early on this kill, and Brendan Strobel will come out to play the puck. Strobel, the backhand pass. Here's Owen McDonald. McDonald sends it up on the right side, and racing through the neutral zone is Austin Harper of the Sarnia Legionnaires. Harper driving towards the goal. Pass out front didn't quite go. McDonald now at the point. Hangs onto that puck. Walks away from a man. Deflection there from Richardson on the way to the goal, but Emsley turned that aside. Heiss has Crocker on him, and around the boards it comes. Harper going to pinch at the point, trying to hold it in, but it gets to Owen Lukings first. He'll backhand it down, and Strobel will come play it. Strobel leaves it there for McDonald. Behind the net, a minute 20 left in the penalty to Josh Tidgewell. Pass gets sent ahead. Richardson's got it through neutral ice into the offensive zone. Driving to the crease, saved by Emsley, and the net is jarred loose as Richardson went sliding into the post. Face-off will come outside, says the referee. Draw one by the Legionnaires. They'll get it back. Slager sends it ahead to Peer. Peer now across the ice. Ballack a shot in close up by Emsley. Rebound saved by Emsley off the crest. Down low, battling away for it is Sarnia. They can't quite get to it. Now at the blue line, the Legionnaires have the puck once more. Brooks sends it over to Slagers, who gets that on goal, and they score. It's a power play marker for Sarnia, as they have evened this thing up on the man advantage. on a similar goal to the one that the Kings scored, battling away in front and swatting at the puck. The Legionnaires have gotten on the board, and it's Carson Peer who is the one to do it. Face-off will be taken by Cameron Lightfoot. Lightfoot against Cowan. Cowan tries to jump the face-off and get around Lightfoot. Didn't quite work. Uniacke will dump the puck in. Icing waved off. Strobel will come out and play it. Here's Adam Zuckerman. Zuckerman goes back looking for Cowan. Now at the point, Matthews. Ethan Matthews fans on that. Down low, Zuckerman left it there for Cowan. Cowan lost the puck, and Sarnia looks to head the other way with it. The Legionnaires shovel it out at center. Uniacke banks it off the boards. Finds Zuckerman with a good pass. Zuckerman has Cowan in the slot. Can't get a good handle on the puck. Zuckerman goes down. No call on the play on what looked to be a pretty obvious trip from Jake McLean. Down low, Zuckerman tried to play it in front. Couldn't quite do that. Cowan gets on it. Looks to shovel it to Uniacke. Couldn't get it over to him. Banked off the boards by Sarnia. And now Uniacke plays it at center. Uniacke across. Zuckerman swats at it. Tries to deflect it. Couldn't get there. And Matthews goes over to Zuckerman. Zuckerman to Cowan now. Easton Cowan spins back at his own end. He'll shovel it out to center. Lukings deflects to avoid the icing, and they'll get off for a change. On it for the Legionnaires is Reed Stauffer. Stauffer goes over to Wes Brooks. Brooks banks it, and it'll come out to center where Carson Peer plays the puck. Peer gets hit there by Tidgewell. Behind the goal it goes, and Chris Coulter is on it. Coulter, backhand pass for Caden Johnston. Johnston shovels it out to center, and on it is Brad Slagers. It'll come back. Slagers has it in his own end over to Stauffer, his defensive partner. Stauffer's pass is cut by Jackson McElwain, who'll go back in deep for Chris Coulter. Coulter sends it over to Tidgewell. Tidgewell back for Carter McElwain on the right side. McElwain shot turned aside by Strobel. Now down low. Sarnia tries to get the puck out. Here's Morningstar. Morningstar moving through. Stops up. Goes down behind the goal. It'll come back to Stauffer. Stauffer at the point. Sends it in. Coulter will shovel it out. After it is McElwain looking to win that race on Slagers, but that's not quite going to work out as Slagers picks the puck up behind his net. Gives it away. Here's McElwain. Had Johnson in the slot. Couldn't get the pass off in time. Stauffer's got it behind the goal. Stauffer sent ahead to Morningstar. Morningstar gives it right to Darius Manny. Thrown towards the net. Deflected. Up and over the glass. Out of play. Jackson McElwain gets taken down by Stauffer. Gave him a bit of a look, but no call from the referee. 5 minutes and 22 seconds into this game. The shots are 6-4 in favor of Sarnia, and the scorer is tied at 1 goal aside. Edward Jansu will take the face-off. He's on a line with Will German and Colin Holmes in this evening's contest. Chris Crocker plays the puck on the right side of the neutral zone. He'll dump it in. Strobel likes to play the puck, comes out and will grab it. Sent around, and after it is German. He lost it. Headed the other way is Cameron Barlas. Barlas gets it over to Austin Harper. In the air, Crocker looks to play it. Shovels it to German, who can't touch it because he did it with a glove. Once it's touched by the Legionnaires, the Kings get it out. Holmes sends it in, turned aside easily by Strobel. And in the corner, Sarnia plays it around the boards. Here's German. German on that puck, looks to get it to Crocker. Throws that one towards the net. It's blocked by Ballack. German once more with the puck for the Kings. Gets hit into the boards, and looking to support is Jansu. German goes back for Jansu down low. Ballack is right on him, ties him up. Jansu spins, fires. That was blocked. Holmes tried to knock the rebound out of the air. Didn't quite work. Jansu holds the line, sent down low, but it was cut off by Owen McDonald. McDonald has that puck at his own end, skates through center now, looks to flip it in, and the Legionnaires will get off for a change. Crocker will go grab it for Komoka, but he gets hit before he can play the puck. Harper gets it up in front of the net to Ty Moffat. Moffat around the boards, and now here is McLean at the blue line. McLean sends it back down low, and Manny plays it. Manny looks to get it to Will Lewis. Lewis chips it off the boards, can't quite get it out. Manny scoops it up again, gets his pocket picked by Harper. Harper has a man open in the slot. That's Dupuis. Dupuis goes to hit Manny. Harper gets the puck back, spins off a check, gets it into the slot, but Crocker moved that away. Moffat down low, now spin and a backhanded pass from Harper. Manny wrists it around the boards, looks to get it out, and does. It's a race for the puck. Icing waved off. Will Lewis is on that. But before he could get there, Wes Brooks picks the puck up. Brooks goes over, and it's played by McLean. Correction, that's not McLean, that's Moffat. Moffat moving through center. Sends it over to his right winger. That's patted aside by Emsley on that shot, and Brooks gets it into the corner. Moffat lost it there, and Coulter picks the puck up. Chris Coulter, backhand pass. Will Lewis lets it slide by. Grabbing it is Dylan Dupuis. Dupuis in his own end, pass ahead to Brooks. Brooks at center. Will dump it in and around the boards. A lot of dump and chase early from these Legionnaires as they look to get changes. They've been rolling pretty well on the ice. Not very many stoppages in this game. Josh Tidgewell ties his man up along the boards. Gets it back to Slager's at the point. He'll send it in, but into the corner, not on goal. Here's Owen Lukings, the goal scorer tonight for the Komoka Kings. Easton Cowan watches the puck bounce around a little bit, and it's grabbed by Tidgewell. Tidgewell banks it ahead. Zuckerman tried to dump it in, but Slagers scooped the puck up. Slagers looks to get it out of his zone and does. Coulter racing after it. Chris Coulter's got it now in his own end. Coulter goes over to Jack Uniacke. Uniacke sees an opening, moves up a little bit, deflected by Lukings. Slagers to Stauffer. Stauffer. Pass was cut off by Cowan. Reed Stauffer lost it. Lukings coming in. Lukings tried to feed it to Cowan. Didn't quite work. Zuckerman pass out in front of the slot was cut off by Stauffer. Zuckerman tied up. Now Lukings backhand pass into the corner. Here's Cowan. Easton Cowan skates around his man. Lost it between the legs. And now a chance for the Legionnaires heading back. Looking to get back is Ethan Matthews. He does. A great play by Matthews. And a whistle here from the linesman. Matthews had to catch up after Cowan lost the puck. And he, luckily for the Kings, he did. Jackson McElwain, Carter McElwain, and Caden Johnston out there for the Komoka Kings. Jackson McElwain gets waived. Carter McElwain will come in to take the draw. Johnston and McElwain will flip sides. Here's Uniacke. Uniacke off the glass. It'll come out to center. Johnston looks to get it by the defenseman McDonald, who's standing strong. And now it'll come back. Sent in towards the Kings zone. Matthews to McElwain. McElwain on that puck for Komoka. Carter McElwain flips it in to the corner, and the Legionnaires go after it. McDonald banks it off the boards at the point. Uniacke has it squirt through his legs, but he gets it out of harm's way over to Ethan Matthews. Matthews' pass knocked the stick out of the hands of Carson Peer, who had to go recover it. Now Carter McElwain has the puck in his own zone. McElwain works it over to Uniacke. Uniacke sends it back for Ethan Matthews. Matthews now at center. Johnston looks to deflect the puck. Couldn't quite do that. Jackson McElwain lays a heavy hit, and in come the Legionnaires the other way. Nienhuis, pass sent out in front, knocked away by Uniacke, who's looked solid so far in the back end. McElwain on the right side in the neutral zone gets hit and knocked down by Cameron Barlas in the corner. McElwain still with possession. Carter McElwain spins, fires, stopped by Strobel. Johnston on the rebound now has it in the corner. Caden Johnston up to the high slot, goes to Crocker at the point. Crocker now to Jackson McElwain, who gets hit. Carter's in there as well, battling for possession of the puck. It'll come back to Johnston. Shot towards the goal, whistled wide. Kings getting some pressure now. Manny down low for Carter McElwain, who will deflect that. Ballack gets hit by Johnston. And now Jackson McElwain takes his man into the boards, but the Legionnaires will be able to clear the puck. Crocker, bank pass ahead to Carter McElwain, spins off, gets it to his brother Jackson. Jackson will avoid Wes Brooks and then skate off for a change. Brooks has it in his own end. Moves it through into the offensive zone for Sarnia. Wes Brooks throws that one towards the net, but wide. On it is Austin Harper. Gets it back at the blue line. Here's a shot that was deflected up and over the glass, out of play. Face-off won by Edward Jansu. He'll go back to Josh Tidgewell. Tidgewell sends it into the neutral zone where it's scooped up by Jake McLean. McLean backhand pass sent in deep. Emsley watches it slide by. Coulter is on it. Chris Coulter around to Josh Tidgewell. Tidgewell gets it back, gives it away. Moffat, now Jansu. Jansu has Holmes and German ahead. Couldn't get it to either of them as Brooks plays the puck now for Sarnia. Brooks up ahead to Dupuis, but he missed him and got it to Coulter instead. Off the skate of Holmes. Here comes Jansu moving through center. Now into the offensive zone. Had the puck poked off his stick. German looks for it, hits the glass, takes a funny hop, and now Colin Holmes is on it. Brooks has that puck. Will send it back, and Jack Uniacke will play it near the Elgin Middlesex Chiefs logo at center. Strobel watches it slide by, and on it is Wes Brooks. Brooks, the big defenseman, gets it ahead to Dylan Dupuis. Dupuis, pass cut off by Will Lewis. German in there digging as well. Lewis gets it over to German, who makes a move and gets by his man. Lightfoot sends it over to Stauffer. Stauffer, bank pass. Uniacke cut that off and will send it back in deep. He'll head off for a change, so will German and Jansu as the fourth line gets out there for Komoka. Slagers gets it up to Braden Kruger looking for an opening. Didn't really have one, so he'll dump it in and look to beat his man to the puck. Ethan Matthews gets there first. Matthews gave it right to Kruger. He'll spin off and go to Will Lewis instead. Lewis now for Ewan Johnson. Johnson chips it past Slagers. Will race for it in the corner. Lewis digging as well for possession of the puck. Lightfoot wants it, and it'll come free. On it is Sarnia. It'll be sent ahead. Kruger deflects it down the ice. Manny racing after it. And icing is called against the Legionnaires. Sarnia's got the puck in their own zone now. Slagers banks it off the boards, cut off by Owen Lukings. Lukings looks to shovel it over to Cowan or Zuckerman, but didn't quite do that, as it'll be grabbed by Lightfoot and the Legionnaires. Lightfoot will dump it in, get off for a change after the icing, and Chris Crocker will play it behind his own goal. Crocker carried it all the way to the offensive zone, then left it there. Zuckerman comes in and sends it around, back for Crocker. Crocker looks to go to Cowan, instead goes to Zuckerman down low. Owen Lukings in there to pressure as well. Ballack has the puck for Sarnia. Ballack sends it ahead for Peer, fanned on that. And icing called, I believe. There could be another whistle on the play, but I think it's icing. 1 by Komoka off the icing. Here's Caden Johnston. Johnston goes over to Chris Coulter. Coulter throws that one towards the net. It was blocked on the way, and here come the Legionnaires racing back. Nienhuis gets it up to Peer. Carson Peer on the left side. Back for Ryder Nienhuis. Nienhuis shot stopped by Emsley, who's going to hold on. .7:11 left in this first period. Shot 7-5 in favor of Sarnia. Still locked at ones on the scoreboard, though. The draw is won by the Legionnaires. Comes back. Austin Harper plays it over to Ballack. Ballack's shot whistled wide of the net. McDonald now on the left side plays the puck. McDonald down low. Cameron Barlas tangled up with Darius Manny. It'll come back to Jackson McElwain. McElwain skates through the neutral zone into the offensive end. McElwain holding on, firing. That was blocked on the way. McDonald sends it around the boards. At the point, it's Crocker. Chris Crocker back down low. McElwain watches it. Carter gives it to Jackson. Jackson gets hit there by Ballack, and then he blows a tire. Caden Johnston tries to get the puck. Jackson McElwain tied up with his former teammate. Kicks it out to Carter McElwain, and the Legionnaires will skate ahead with the puck. Gets sent in by Owen McDonald. Chris Crocker racing to beat him to that puck, and does, but he gives it right to a spot where Ryan Richardson recovers. Now Barlas in the slot. Backhand shot. Went over the goal, I believe. And now Caden Johnston has it for Komoka. Johnston gets hit there as Manny cuts off that Sarnia pass. It'll get sent into the Legionnaires zone, but they play the puck pretty safely. McDonald gets it over to Brooks. Brooks sends it ahead, and Barlas deflects it to avoid an icing, and he'll head off for a change along with his line mates. Over the boards is Ty Moffat and his line for Sarnia. Coulter shovels it over looking for Cowan. Instead, it'll come to Adam Zuckerman. Zuckerman goes to Owen Lukings. Lukings plays it ahead, looks to get it back to Zuckerman. Zuckerman now for Coulter. Coulter skates through, flips it in, and on it is Zuckerman once more. McLean sends it around the boards for Brooks. Wes Brooks lost it to Easton Cowan. Cowan in the high slot. Cowan holding on. Gets it down low for Zuckerman. Puck is deflected. Up and over the glass. Out of play. Legionnaires will get a change. The Kings will keep the same line out on the ice. Draw 1 by Lightfoot. Lightfoot gets it back to Wes Brooks, and now around it comes to Jake McLean. McLean on that puck will send it ahead. Kruger deflected that. Coulter now sends it back into the Sarnia zone where Brooks plays it. Up is Chris Coulter with the puck. Coulter spins off, goes to Cowan. Easton Cowan on the right side. Drops back, makes a move, gets around Jackson Priddle. It'll rim around the boards, and Strobel will leave it there. It's played by the Sarnia defense. It'll come back to Braden Kruger. Kruger sends it in off the skate of Chris Coulter. Coulter makes a move, comes back, and Colin Holmes, I believe, playing it. Juggling the puck a little bit. Now backhand pass behind him to Jack Uniacke. Uniacke off the glass, out to center. Brooks plays it. Brooks sends it in deep to the corner, and Chris Coulter gets on it. Coulter around for Uniacke. Jack Uniacke ahead now On it is Holmes, couldn't quite find it. Jansu looked to pick the puck up. Morningstar at the blue line holds it for Sarnia. Down low, Carson Peer is on it, back out to the slot. Emsley made the save, didn't see it, and Will German to the rescue as he clears the puck out of harm's way, but couldn't get it out of the Komoka zone. German back behind the net finds Coulter. Coulter gets hit by Peer, now pass sent out in front dangerously. Emsley saw it all the way. German waited for the puck to get to him, and it never did. Will German on that, sent down low. Here's Coulter. Coulter off the glass over the head of Colin Holmes. It'll come back, icing waved off because the Legionnaires could have played the puck. Didn't look like it was going to get to the goal line anyway. Reed Stoffer goes back to Bradley Slagers. Slagers sends it ahead. Morningstar gets hit by Will Lewis, and Ethan Matthews is on that puck. Matthews sends it ahead. It's deflected. Nienhuis and Lewis going back and forth, getting a little chippy in the neutral zone. Jansu deflects that. Slagers has it in his own end, goes over to Reed Stoffer. Stoffer flips that out to center. Johnson is on it. Now Ethan Matthews, backhand pass to Jack Uniacke, his partner. Lewis looks to get it out to center, and Ewan Johnson tried to shovel it to Nash Glover, but a little bit too much on that pass. Bouncing puck. Crocker is not able to corral it as Cameron Barlas comes in. Barlas to Richardson. Richardson's pass cut off by Crocker. Now Harper is on it. Nash Glover in there as well. Here's Ewan Johnson. Johnson shovels it ahead for Will Lewis. Lewis gets to center. Sends it ahead for Johnson, who deflects it. Strobel will play it. He'll glove it and hold on for a face-off to follow. Double McElwain-Johnston line out there for Komoka. Won by Jackson McElwain off the face-off. Carter fanned on his shot, and now Matthew Ballack picks the puck up, gets Johnston in on him. Puck gets sent into the Legionnaires' bench. So we'll do it all over again. Same unit out there for the Kings. Legionnaires get a change off the face-off. Jackson McElwain tried to get around and get the puck. Could not do that. The Legionnaires will flip it out to center. And Carter McElwain's got it. He gets hit by Ty Moffat. Caden Johnston goes back to Chris Crocker. Crocker in his own end over to Darius Manny. Manny moves through, flips it in and around the boards it goes. Strobel watches it slide by as it'll come behind the net. Here's Ballack. Ballack up now. Manny. Manny fans on that. Now the Legionnaires with the potential jump. Manny is going to get called for a trip here. The puck got past Darius Manny, and as Sarnia went to race the other way, Manny is getting called for interference, actually, not tripping, which is probably a better call in that situation than the trip was, because it didn't really look like Manny got into the feet at all of the Sarnia player, but kind of got tied up with him and prevented him from moving on to that puck. So the Komoka penalty kill that is 0 for 1 will go back to work, as will the Legionnaires' power play that has cashed in on their only opportunity of the evening. At the blue line, Austin Harper has the puck for Sarnia. It's taken away by Colin Holmes. Holmes and Easton Cowan both lead the GOJHL in shorthanded goals, and shorthanded goals by rookies with 2. They are tied for the lead in that category. The pass gets sent up on the left side. Here's Ryan Richardson. Richardson through center ice and now moves in. Richardson in the corner, drops it back for Nienhuis. Nienhuis nearly had his pocket picked by Lukings. Nienhuis gets it back, makes a move in the slot. Lukings will clear the zone. And Brendan Strobel will come out to play it. Strobel leaves it there, and it's grabbed by Owen McDonald. McDonald behind the net has the puck.
Kings penalty of the number 6, Darius Manny.
1:20 left in the Manny penalty. On the right side, here comes Harper. Harper, toe drag move. Shot was blocked by Coulter, who will clear the zone. Strobel comes out of his net to play it, lost it. Here's Easton Cowan spinning, Cowan shooting. Saved by Strobel. Cowan applied a lot of pressure to the Sarnia goaltender and nearly had a chance to put it past him. But Strobel stood tall and made the save. 1:01 left in the Manny penalty. Carter McElwain and Easton Cowan, the Kings penalty killing forwards. McElwain the win, but it goes right to Bradley Slagers. Slagers goes to Wes Brooks. Brooks now in his own end has the puck sent ahead. Slagers through center to the offensive zone. Slagers behind the goal. Drops it backhanded to Peer. Peer now into the slot. It'll come out. And the Legionnaires will race after that puck. In their own end, Brooks will go play it. 35 left in the penalty to Manny. Carter McElwain up to pressure. Brooks goes over to Slager. Slager's ahead to Peer. Went between his legs, but off the board's able to recover. DeGallis looks for it now, and Easton Cowan chips it by. Cowan with Carter McElwain. Stops up, lost the puck. Now spins back and goes to Chris Crocker. It'll go deeper into the Komoka zone than I think Cowan and Crocker anticipated. But that will kill more time on the Manny penalty that has 9 seconds left in it. Crocker will wait up for Easton Cowan to pick it up in his own end behind the net, and Cowan will skate ahead to center, stops up, makes a move to dodge Harper. Now goes to Chris Crocker. Cowan gets off. Carter McElwain on the right side, going to come help Crocker out, give him a passing option. Jansu will scoop the puck up. Nope, Crocker will hold on. The penalty box door is open, so they'll look to avoid that area if they want to avoid a stoppage. Edward Jansu coming in on the right side, makes a move. Zuckerman in the slot looking for it. Can't find it. McElwain couldn't get there either as it'll come out to center. Coulter tried to chip it past Harper. Didn't quite work. Jansu back on it for Komoka. Edward Jansu moving into the offensive zone. Knocked off the puck by Matthew Ballack. Ballack looks to clear the zone, and the Legionnaires will. German will send it back in deep. Ballack touches up. 6 seconds left on the clock, and now Harper ahead to Morningstar. Jet Morningstar. Time running down. Blockered away by Michael Emsley, and that'll do it for action in this first period. The Kings got on the board first with Owen Luking's first goal in the GOJHL. The Legionnaires answered back on the power play. They're 1 for 2 in that first period on the man advantage. Kings 1 for 2 on the kill as well. We'll be back in 12 minutes with the second period of action here at the Komoka Wellness Center. My name is Dylan Baker. We appreciate you joining us, and we'll talk to you shortly. excuse me to our listeners on YouTube. It looks like we had no audio for the first half of this second period, first part, I should say, of the second period. Here is Adam Zuckerman moving into the offensive zone. We'll send it wide in case you missed it on YouTube. Carter McElwain scored his 21st goal of the year. Here is Easton Cowan. Cowan to the point. Darius Manny will turn that aside. Darius Manny will shoot that, and Strobel will turn that aside. Down low, Adam Zuckerman is on it. Zuckerman gets it back to the blue line. Here's Manny. Manny turned aside by Strobel once more. At the point, Manny will send it on goal, this time deflected by a defenseman, and Easton Cowan will get on in the corner. Cowan to the slot. Luking's shot that turned into a pass, and Zuckerman just deflected it over the goal. Sarnia back on it in their own end. That's Brooks playing it. Brooks banks it off the boards ahead. Barless can't find it. It'll get under his stick and down the ice where Michael Emsley will play it. Emsley has to get it around Manny because Harper was right on him, and it's grabbed by Chris Crocker. Crocker banks it ahead for Jansu. Couldn't find him, and now Harper did touch the puck for a brief moment, so a hand pass is called, and we'll get a face-off. That Carter McElwain goal was assisted by Jackson McElwain and Josh Tidwell. Colin Holmes deflects the puck into the offensive zone, and Brad Slagers is on it. Slagers looks to clear. German cuts that off. Slagers now around. Here is Stauffer. Stauffer looks to get it out and will. Here come the Legionnaires the other way. A big hit along the wall there by the Komoka Kings. Edward Jansu moving into the offensive zone. Steps around one man. Takes a shot. Turned aside easily by Strobel, who will hold on. I believe that was Jack Uniacke laying into his man in the neutral zone and getting a big hit across. Nash Glover, Ewan Johnson, Will Lewis out there for Komoka. Won by Sarnia, sent back around the boards, and Braden Kruger is on that puck. Kruger will get it out to center. Uniacke gets on it. Ethan Matthews racing for the puck now for the Kings. Behind the net, off the glass, around the referee, and Will Lewis chips it out to center. Here is Ballack. Ballack works it over to McDonald. McDonald deflection there in the neutral zone by Lightfoot went nowhere, so Uniacke scoops it up. It'll come back. McDonald plays it in his own end. Owen McDonald ahead now. Lightfoot. Lightfoot 2-on-1 with Priddle. Cameron Lightfoot coming in. Stopped by Emsley. Ethan Matthews, the lone man back for the Komoka Kings, and Michael Emsley stood tall in goal to make that save. Keeping it a one-goal Komoka lead with 17:15 left in this second period. Jackson Carter McElwain out there with Caden Johnston. The draw is won by Sarnia. Comes back to the blue line. A shot whistles wide, and Carter McElwain gets on it. He scored the second Kings goal. Now Caden Johnston with a potential break. Johnston moving into the offensive zone. Shooting, stopped by Strobel. Rebound shot was blocked. Here's Niehenheis. Niehenheis spins off Carter McElwain and sends it around the boards. It'll come back. Johnston get a pinch from the point and send it in deep for Jackson McElwain. Couldn't quite get it to him, and now the Legionnaires exit the zone. Here is Owen McDonald. McDonald moving into the zone of attack. Shooting that one, turned aside by Emsley. McDonald now behind the goal, still maintaining possession. Dodged a hit from Tidwell at the point. McElwain chips it by Ballack and will race for the puck, trying to get there on Pier, and does. Carter McElwain makes a move and will set it around the boards, where Owen McDonald will scoop it up again, going end to end in this second period so far. Tidwell tried to chip it off the boards and didn't get a lot on it. Carter McElwain will scoop it up from Carson Pier. McElwain flips it out to center. Here's Johnston looking to catch the Legionnaires on a change. He gets hit by Ballack as he tried a toe drag. A solid hit there from Matthew Ballack of the Sarnia Legionnaires. Barless missed that puck. It'll come out to center and be dumped in by Komoka as they get a change. Sent out to center ice by Austin Harper, who lost it there. And now Lukings gets a deflection on that. It'll come back to Darius Manny. Legionnaires heading back. Zuckerman having to cover for him. Sarnia moving in. A chance in front for Richardson. Pad save Emsley. He got across and got a pad on it. Wristed around the boards by the Kings to Easton Cowan. Cowan's got that puck as he'll move into the offensive zone. Makes a move. Steps back around it on Strobel. Just shot it over the net. And a whistle on the play. The net has been jarred loose. Cowan dangled his way in, but chipped it over the net. Looked like a Legionnaire may have gotten a stick on that shot. Assistant coach Blue Thunderbird talking to Darius Manny by the Kings bench as they fix the net. Now Cowan is ready to go in the face-off dot for Komoka. Moffat wins the draw, though. At the blue line, the Legionnaires can't clear as Crocker holds. Here's Lukings. Lukings goes back Zuckerman. Zuckerman between the legs. Finds Easton Cowan. Cowan going to go for the Michigan. Faked it. Tries the wraparound. In front of Chance. Batting away at it. Strobel trying to get there. And he does. To cover up, Easton Cowan faked as if he was going to go for the Michigan. Boy, oh boy, wouldn't have that been something. If there's a guy who can pull it off, it's Easton Cowan. We've seen beautiful goal time and time again from him this season. Edward Jansu the win on the face-off. That'll be sent into the corner now by the Legionnaires. Wes Brooks on it, hits Will German. Looking for it is DeGallis at the blue line. Jansu holds. Will throw that on goal. Easy save for Strobel as he covers the 5-hole. Brooks comes back to the point. Crocker. Crocker looks to keep it in for Komoka. Couldn't quite do that. Now Moffat races the other way for the Legionnaires. Moffat makes a move on the right side. Tied up by Darius Manny. Manny has it for Komoka. Pass sent ahead to Will German. German has it in his skates. Looks to get it up for Colin Holmes, but can't get the pass over to him. And Jake McLean will send it in. Emsley directs traffic. Tells Manny where to go to get that puck. Manny will go behind his own net and wait for a play to start up for Komoka. Holmes and German ahead. Manny flips it out. Holmes trying to get there. Stauffer has it chipped past him. Colin Holmes moving in. Holmes trying to find Jansu, but instead lost it to the Legionnaires defender. Here's Ethan Matthews. Matthews, backhand pass ahead for Holmes. Holmes backhands it over towards German, but Slager's cut it off. A bank pass from Matthews will come out to center, and Reed Stauffer is on it. Edward Jansu watching and following closely. Jansu sends that ahead, gets by Lightfoot, and that'll be icing called against Sarnia, much to the chagrin of Cameron Lightfoot, who says that the Kings could have touched that puck at the blue line. Glover, Lewis, Johnson, the fourth line out there for Komoka after this icing. Lightfoot, Priddle, and Kruger for Sarnia. Won by Komoka. It'll come back, and the Legionnaires will take that away. Lewis holds the line, and on it is Sarnia once more. Ethan Matthews has it at center. Matthews goes over to Jack Uniacke. Uniacke looks to get it back for Matthews, and Matthews will send it out to Ewan Johnson. Nash Glover looks to get in on that puck. Couldn't find it. Here's Jack Uniacke. The bank pass tries to clear the zone and does. It'll roll towards the goal, and Strobel will play it. He'll cover up and hold on for a face-off to follow. 13:35 left in this second period. 2-1, Komoka Kings lead over the Sarnia Legionnaires. A shot off the face-off from Carter McElwain whistles wide of the net. Here's Ethan Matthews from the point. Shot gloved by Strobel. Looking for a deflection was Jackson McElwain. Came up empty as he was swinging. Here's Matthew Ballack headed the other way. Ballack on the left side through the neutral zone for Sarnia. Makes a move, takes a shot, stopped by Emsley, who will cover up and hold on as Ballack dumps off Ethan Matthews and then has some words for him. Legionnaires still leading in shots by just one. It's 17-16 to this point in the game. Won by Sarnia in the offensive zone. A shot from McDonald at the blue line. Patted aside by Emsley. Here's Nian Heist. Nian Heist backhanded down low for Morningstar. Jack Uniacke hits him. And it's grabbed by Komoka. Jackson McElwain can't clear. It's sent back in by Sarnia, but Jack Uniacke will scoop the puck up. Uniacke will wrist it around the boards, and now on it is Matthew Ballack. Ballack will get it back out, and after it is Ryan Richardson. Richardson on his own in the Komoka zone, and that'll be an icing called against Sarnia. Could not beat the puck to the goal line, and Michael Emsley threw his hand up at the last second, and they got the icing call. Cowan, Zuckerman, Lukings over the boards for Komoka. They'll look to capitalize on tired Sarnia Legionnaires players. Ryan Richardson, the centerman, taking his time to get back, looking to give his teammates a chance to rest. It'll be he and Cowan in the face-off dot, won by Lukings and Cowan as it goes back to Josh Tidwell, whose shot was deflected wide. Now Cowan has it behind the net. Easton Cowan on that puck. Works it back at the blue line. speeding around as he so often does in the offensive zone. Zuckerman back for Coulter. Coulter throws that one towards the net, stopped by Strobel. Now behind the goal, it'll come around. Coulter, a shot deflected by Cowan, up and over the glass, out of play. Draw one by Richardson. Richardson goes back to Brooks. Brooks finds his partner. That is McDonald, I believe, and it's sent down. It's played by Chris Coulter. Coulter goes to Zuckerman. Zuckerman now sent ahead. Looks to get it to Cowan, who is in behind the defense, but he's offside, and Strobel will play it back to Wes Brooks. Brooks over to Austin Harper. Harper couldn't get it, so it'll come back to Josh Tidgewell in his own end. Tidgewell over to Coulter. Coulter, stretch pass for Zuckerman, who deflects that. McLean is on it. Here is Lukings. Lukings couldn't find it at the blue line, and now into center. Cowan picks the puck up. Lost it, and here's Harper. Austin Harper moving in. Fanned on that shot. Tidgewell around the boards. McLean pinches from the point. It's grabbed by Komoka. Zuckerman's got it for the Kings with Lukings to his right. Cowan to his left. Goes to Cowan. Tries to chip it past his man, and now it's out to center, where DeGallis plays it. DeGallis goes to Barlas. Barlas shot. That was blocked on the way. Did not get to the net. Darius Manny blows the tire. A bit slow to get up. As Zuckerman gets it out to center, Jansu corrals the bouncing puck and will stick handle into the offensive zone. Makes a move. Tries to dodge a defender there. Jansu battling for possession. Moffat has it in the corner. Moffat to DeGallis. DeGallis now German. Will German lost it. It'll come back out to center. Chris Crocker chips it away from Dylan Dupuis. Dupuis gave it to Moffat. Moffat now to Brooks. Brooks to Slagers. Slagers chips it out to center ice where it's grabbed by DeGallis. DeGallis gets it to Moffat. And it's sent out by Edward Jansu. Kept in, though, at the blue line by the Legionnaires. Manny will now flip it into the air. It'll bounce, and it will come out. Legionnaires cross back into the offensive zone after getting onside. Dupuis a shot up high on Emsley, but he stood tall to make that save. German off the glass, now out to center. It's grabbed by Reed Stoffer. Stoffer will dump it back in, and Crocker's got it for Komoka. Crocker over to Will German. German through center, stick handles for the Kings. On the left side, German played out towards the slot. Crocker and Holmes had their backs turned and could not make a play on that puck. Here's Darius Manny. Backhand feed to Jansu. Jansu leaves it there for German. German chips it back up for Jansu. Here's a chance. Tries to get it to Holmes. Playing from a knee. Looked for somebody in the slot, and nobody was there for that puck. Stoffer flips it ahead. Here's Priddle. Priddle on the left side, moving into the offensive zone. Looked to get a pass across, couldn't do it. Nash Glover tries to spring German. Pass was cut by Lightfoot. Lightfoot's shot is blocked, and on it is Chris Crocker in the corner. Crocker sends it ahead. Glover's got it for Komoka. Nash Glover coming in with Will German 2-on-1. Glover makes a move towards the goal, and German was tied up in the slot. Couldn't get anything to go. Here's McDonald on the right side. Owen McDonald now behind the goal. Emsley watches him fly past at the blue line. It's grabbed and sent in by the Legionnaires. Matthews around the boards into the corner. Ewan Johnson looking for it. Took a funny hop. And now Darius Manny's able to clear. Will Lewis on that puck. Lewis finds Johnson. Ewan Johnson a shot up high over the head of Brendan Strobel. Manny a chance. That one's turned aside by the Legionnaires goaltender. Sarnia looking to head back. Here's Matthew Ballack. Ballack goes over to Morningstar. Morningstar has it knocked off his stick by Matthews. It goes right to Nienhuis. Matthews battling with him. Carson Peer is on it. Peer towards the net. Stopped by Emsley. Now in the corner. Ballack is on it. He'll pinch from the blue line. Get hit by Will Lewis. Manny tries to get it out of the King's zone. Couldn't do it. Peer toe drag. That was blocked on the way. Did not get to Emsley. Peer flying around the ice. Gets to that puck. It's blocked by Matthews. Peer in the corner once more. Gives it away. Matthews looks to get it around the boards. Couldn't quite do that, but got it far enough to Darius Manny. And now the puck will come out. Lewis left it. It bounced over the stick of Matthew Ballack. Nienhuis goes over to Owen McDonald. 8:37 left in this second period. Now a 2-on-1 for the Legionnaires. Morningstar with Nienhuis. Morningstar's shot is stopped by Emsley. A good chance there for Sarnia. Draw one by Sarnia. Quick shot off the face-off. Stopped by Emsley. Draw one by the Legionnaires, comes back to the blue line. Brooks a shot, that was blocked on the way. Josh Tidgewell looking for it, now down low, pass out to the slot, cut off by Jackson McElwain. In the corner and around it goes. Austin Harper looking for it. Josh Tidgewell gets the puck though. It comes back to the blue line. McLean will hold for the Legionnaires. Tidgewell was on that puck, comes back to the blue line. McLean's shot goes over the head of Darius Barlas. Pardon me, Cameron Barlas. It'll come back along the Legionnaires bench. Caden Johnston goes to Jackson McElwain. McElwain moves it through center. Jackson McElwain holding on, shot was blocked. At the blue line, Crocker fresh off the bench, passes it into the corner. Jackson McElwain looks to get it to Caden Johnston, couldn't find him. Manny, back for Johnston. High slot, Caden Johnston holding, firing, stopped by Strobel, who will hold on for a face-off to follow. A quick shot off the face-off is stopped by Strobel. So we'll do it all over again. Another face-off win by Cowan, gets it to Zuckerman. Now on it is Easton Cowan again, looking to strip Dylan Dupuis of the puck. Dupuis shot it up high on Cowan. I think it got him in the chin as he looked to clear. And now DeGallis plays it ahead for Sarnia. Gets it back. DeGallis is offside, much to the dismay of the Legionnaires bench. Sarnia moving into the offensive zone off that face-off. Luking's got it back to Cowan. Cowan speeds ahead, looks to make a move. Had the puck knocked off his stick, but Zuckerman will go into the corner with Moffat, trying to gain possession for Komoka. It'll come back out, and on it is Chris Crocker. Crocker makes the move to avoid Dupuis, then gets hit by Moffat as Cowan picks the puck up. Easton Cowan gets tied up there. It'll bank off the glass, and at the point, Crocker will hold. Crocker lost it. Luking's right there. Shot stopped by Strobel. A shot from the point. Cowan may have gotten a piece of it, but it was turned aside by Sarnia's goaltender nonetheless. Chris Crocker is on that puck for the Kings. Crocker feeds it ahead for Lukings. Lukings tries to go to Zuckerman. Cowan stays onside. Zuckerman drops it back. Lukings holding off the goalpost. Lukings nearly had his second as the shot gets sent in. Here is Slagers. Slagers behind the net. Passes it ahead, and Dylan Dupuis got hit as he looked to clear the puck. Zuckerman's shot gets deflected into the corner. On it is Reed Stauffer. Stauffer nearly lost it. Jansu down low. Holmes tries to get the puck. Couldn't quite get there. In the corner now, Slagers is on it. Slagers back to the point. Holmes. Holmes now Lightfoot. Lightfoot to Slagers. Slagers up at the blue line, German back, here's Uniacke. Uniacke banks it off the boards, and it'll come back. Holmes looks to grab the puck, couldn't get there. Priddle got it ahead to Lightfoot. Lightfoot lost it to Jansu. Jansu's got it in the neutral zone for Komoka. Makes a move, tries to get around one man. Holmes sends it back, and Uniacke is on it for the Kings. Will wrist it in deep into the corner. On it is Stauffer. Reed Stauffer's got that puck off the glass and sent ahead. Priddle left it there. Here's Ethan Matthews. Matthews flips it up into the neutral zone. Will German on that puck. German now into his own end, gets it to Holmes. Holmes has Jansu ahead of him. Colin Holmes moving in, toe drag, and that shot was sent over Strobel. Peer looks to clear the zone, gets it to Niegenhuis. And now it'll come out where Tidgewell plays it at the center ice line. Sends it in deep, Strobel gloves it, knocks it down, and leaves it for Matthew Ballack. Down low, Sarnia's got it in their own end. Niegenhuis will carry it through and into the offensive zone. Niegenhuis moves along on the left side. Backhand pass cut off by Coulter. And around the boards it comes to Carson Peer. Peer gives it right away to Colin Holmes in the slot. After it is Ewan Johnson. And now Josh Tidgewell goes to grab it. Tidgewell pass sent ahead to the point. Niegenhuis will hold. Nash Glover in there digging for possession of the puck. Morningstar battling Nienhuis as well. I think Glover's got it pinned up against the boards at the moment. The referee about to whistle, and now he does. With 4:14 left in this second period. Kings now out shooting Sarnia, 21-19. Glover, Johnson, and Lewis out on the ice for Komoka. Quick change on the back end as Crocker and Manny come over the boards. Richardson will take the draw for Sarnia. He wins it. Back to McDonald at the point. McDonald shot. No traffic in front. Emsley sees it perfectly. He gloves it and will hold on. A whistle right off the draw from the back linesman. Looks like Glover's been waived. Draw won by Ewan Johnson on that face-off. Nash Glover will clear the zone. Matthew Ballack plays it, goes off the stick of Will Lewis. Comes right back to Ballack, who sends it in. And now Manny off the glass, plays it out to center. Ballack fanned on it, but it went right through the legs of Will Lewis on that bouncing puck. Lewis around the boards. Here's Ewan Johnson in the corner. Johnson back around. Lewis looking for it. Here is Glover. Glover in the corner. Spins off. Pass out in front off the stick of Strobel as he saw the pass coming and was able to knock it down. Harper has his clearing attempt go off a leg, and it's grabbed by Ballack in his own end. Ballack backhand drop pass to Owen McDonald. McDonald will send it ahead. Manny grabs it. Darius Manny goes to Chris Crocker. Crocker ahead, deflected there. Komoka is onside, says the linesman. Here is Caden Johnston down low. Johnston lost that puck. Legionnaires going to look to clear. They do. Manny at the blue line can't quite hold. He'll flip it in. McDonald will go grab it. Owen McDonald behind his own goal line. Bank pass ahead, cut off by Crocker. Chris Crocker's got that for the Kings. Handles it now into the offensive zone. Crocker on the left side, stick handling behind the net. Owen McDonald on him. Pass out front. Johnston scores! Caden Johnston extends the Kings lead to 3-1. Johnston's got goal number 13 on the season, and Komoka leads by 2. Kings will send out the Jackson McElwain, Carter McElwain, Caden Johnston line once more after it proved to be successful in getting that marker for the Kings. At neutral ice, though, the Legionnaires play the puck. Ty Moffat gives it to DeGallis, and now it's grabbed by Carter McElwain. He's got his brother up ahead. Does not pass to him. The Legionnaires take the puck from him. Here's Moffat. Moffat, the shot. A bit of a funny hop. Emsley can't find it. It's off his pad. And he couldn't quite cover it up. Here is McElwain headed the other way. Carter McElwain knocks his man over as he bent over for that hit. And now Moffat comes in and hits him. Jackson McElwain looked like he may have wanted a piece, but didn't take one. Around the boards it goes. Here is Caden Johnston. Johnston to Carter McElwain. Jake McLean comes in and knocks McElwain to the ice. Legionnaires don't seem too happy with that Carter McElwain hip check. Here is Caden Johnston. Johnston now at center. Has Jackson McElwain to his left with plenty of speed. Here comes Johnston. Knocked away by Wes Brooks. Banked off the glass. Now out to center into the Komoka zone. Coulter will dump that down. Touched up by Wes Brooks. Easton Cowan, fresh over the boards, going to go pressure. Brooks stick handles, goes over to Slagers. Slagers has that, sent ahead, deflected. Here is Priddle. Priddle moving in for Sarnia. Jackson Priddle kept to the outside by Crocker, who looks to grab possession for the Kings. Can't do it, but Zuckerman tries to chip it past Slagers, and Slagers cut that off. Tidgewell looks to clear the zone. Has Easton Cowan streaking up as he usually is, but can't quite find him with that pass. Too much traffic in the way of it. Pass sent ahead. It'll bank off the boards, and Cowan picks it up. Has Lukings with him. Easton Cowan. A shot! It went off the side of the net, and now Lukings looks to get it back out to the slot. From a sharp angle, Cowan tried to tuck it past Strobel, but instead it got the side of the cage. Here is Josh Tidgewell. Tidgewell off the glass. Now sent ahead. Here's Cowan. Cowan with Zuckerman. Easton Cowan pass for Zuckerman, went off a skate, and Strobel is able to make the stop. Some good chances there for that Cowan-Zuckerman-Lukings line, who's been sharp all game. Chris Crocker and Jackson McElwain get the assists on the Johnston goal. It's Jackson McElwain's second assist of the night. Draw one by Jansu, got it back to the blue line, but the Legionnaires took it before it could get there. Here is Morningstar. Morningstar, a shot goes over Michael Emsley. Along the left side, Carson Peer plays it back down low, and Chris Crocker will play the puck for the Kings. 37 seconds left in this second period. Strobel leaves it there. Here's Ballack. Ballack sent to the blue line. Manny holds. Will dump it towards the corner. Owen McDonald is on it. McDonald pass up, and Manny looks to grab it. He will beat Morningstar on that puck. 22 seconds left in this second frame. Manny stick handles, lifts the stick of his man, and now goes in deep. Darius Manny still with the puck for Komoka. Manny has it. 10 seconds left on the clock. Looks to get it to the blue line for Crocker. Crocker rims it around the boards. On it is Will German. 6 seconds left in the second period. If the Kings want a goal, they're going to need to take a shot here shortly. The Legionnaires will shovel it out to center, and that'll do it for the second period of action. 2 goals in the second, just like there were 2 goals in the first, except this time both were on the side of the Komoka Kings. Carter McElwain and Caden Johnson with the markers. Komoka leads 3-1 as we head to the intermission. We'll be back in 12 minutes. Third period about to get underway here from the Komoka Wellness Center. Kings leading 3-1 after 2 periods. Goals scored by Owen Lukings, Carter McElwain, and Caden Johnston in the first 2 frames. The Kings were outshot after a tied first period, but then took the lead in the shots in the second. They put up a lot of pressure. And they lead this game by 2 goals now as we're almost set for action here in the third. Jackson McElwain, Ryder Niehenhuis in the face-off dot. And the draw is won by Sarnia once again. It'll be sent back to the defense, and it's cut off by Carter McElwain. Early pressure for Komoka. Johnson just shot it wide. Now a chance in front. Strobel can't find it. He's down, and the Legionnaires are able to clear the crease. At the blue line, Tidgewell with it. Josh Tidgewell backhands it in. And Carter McElwain, the pass sent out to the slot, didn't quite work out, so Jet Morningstar plays it down the ice. After it is Chris Coulter. Coulter banks it off the boards. It'll come back now. McElwain, that's Jackson, who is on it, around off the glass to Caden Johnston. Johnson will send it back, and Josh Tidgewell has it go through his legs. Jackson McElwain will play it ahead for his brother Carter. Carter tried to toe drag around Ryder Niehenhuis, lost it, and then got it back, pardon me. Carter McElwain in, shot deflected up and over the glass, out of play. Over the past 2 games since returning from the break, we've seen the Kings be really, really good early in periods. As soon as the period kicks off, they're right on top of things. They've provided lots of pressure, and they've scored a lot of early goals. They scored a goal early in the first, a goal early in the second, and they had a lot of pressure early here in the third. We'll see if that keeps up. Here is Austin Harper racing the other way for Sarnia, though. That's deflected by Chris Crocker, and Darius Manny is on it. Gave the puck away, but that went off the side of the goal. Slagers has it for the Legionnaires. He'll risk that into the corner. Owen Lukings grabs it for Komoka. He gets knocked. Cameron Barlas is on it. Austin Harper's pass gets cut off. Here is Easton Cowan racing through center ice. Cowan looks to get around. Reed Stauffer couldn't quite do that. Slagers gets it over to Barlas. Barlas on the left side with the puck for the Legionnaires. Pass sent ahead and deflected by Owen Lukings. Michael Emsley will have it come to him, and he'll cover up. Swatted at it and missed the first try, but then was able to get the glove on it. We're just 2 minutes and 23 seconds into this third frame. On a great night for hockey, and the fans have come out in droves, considering capacity is capped at 50% here at the Wellness Center. Max capacity is 700 people, so 350 can get in. I'd say we're probably right around 350 tonight in the Kings' return to Komoka after an extended holiday break. The Legionnaires have the puck in the offensive zone. Ty Moffat plays it, and it'll go back around. Ethan Matthews looking for it. Here's DeGallis. DeGallis has that puck, pass out to the slot, and Moffat shot it wide. Now at the blue line, Ballack. Ballack throws that on goal, turned aside by Emsley. Will German looking for possession. German goes to Jack Uniacke, who gave it away to Dylan Dupuis. Dupuis around the boards. It'll come back to the point. Ballack got it in deep. Here is McDonald. A shot deflected, patted aside by Michael Emsley. Off the glass once again. Komoka looks to clear. McDonald the shot. That was blocked on the way by Dupuis. Uniacke, tied up with him. And now down low, Edward Jansu's got the puck. Jansu steps around his man. DeGallis looks for it. Here's a chance in the slot for Dupuis. He fanned on that opportunity. It looked like Matthews got a stick in on him. Colin Holmes is being dogged right now by Dylan Dupuis. He gets it over to Ethan Matthews, who missed that. Moffat then lost the puck. Jansu tries to clear the zone, banks it ahead to Will German. German leaves it there for Colin Holmes. Holmes moving ahead, drops it off for German. German back for Holmes. On the right circle, a shot that gets deflected up and over the glass, out of play. Face-off won by Sarnia. They'll send it around the glass, and on it is Wes Brooks. Brooks will dump it down the ice. Reaching for it was Josh Tidgewell. Icing waved off. Tidgewell will backhand it over to Chris Coulter. Couldn't quite find him. Digging for possession along the boards are both sides. Johnson in there for Komoka. And the puck finally comes free. It's Jackson Priddle who's got it. Priddle lost it to Nash Glover. Here is Cameron Lightfoot down low. Looks to tie up Coulter and get it to Priddle. He's able to do that. Priddle sends it across the crease, and Kruger couldn't come up with a shot on that play. A bank pass off the board, sent down the ice. Will Lewis going to try to get there before Wes Brooks does. Brooks gets there first, though. Up now for Kruger. Kruger lost it. Nash Glover carries the puck into the offensive zone. Glover in with a shot that was blocked by Brooks. Glover along the back of the net, and on it now for Sarnia is Jake McLean. McLean along the goal line, sends it up, and gets it to Priddle. Priddle lost the puck there, and Will Lewis will head off for a change. Nienhuis in the corner. Nienhuis looks to get it to Brooks. Brooks will play it back to the blue line, cut off by Crocker. Crocker makes a move, tries to get it over to McElwain, who came off the bench, but he got hit by Peer. Carter McElwain sends it down into the corner, and now Chris Crocker's got it. Crocker in from the blue line. Carter McElwain couldn't get to that puck, and Carson Peer will scoop it up. Peer goes over. And now in comes Morningstar for the Legionnaires. That shot was stopped by Michael Emsley. Here comes Carter McElwain the other way, and he comes a slap shot that's blocked by Strobel, who will hold on for a whistle. Not sure what was going on there. Strobel was holding on for a little while, but it took the ref a long time to whistle the play dead.
The winning 50-50 ticket numbers are 3, 3, 5, 3, 8, 4. Again, that's 3, 3, 5.
50-50 ticket number announced here at the Wellness Center, and once again, nobody jumping up and yelling and screaming about how excited they are to get their prize. So we'll never know who won the 50-50 today. Easton Cowan, a quick shot. That was stopped by Strobel. Cowan back on it in the corner, now behind the net. Cowan, wraparound try, saved by Strobel. Sharp angle shot, turned aside by the Legionnaires goaltender. Cowan's got it behind the net, playing it on the backhand. Up high to the blue line, Tidwell. Tidwell over to Coulter. Coulter, shot on goal through traffic, stopped by Strobel. Rebound puck is loose, digging away at it, they score! Adam Zuckerman, his third goal in 2 games, and Komoka leads 4-1. Since the return from the holiday break, Adam Zuckerman has been on an absolute tear. 2 goals yesterday in St. Thomas, and then his 7th of the year here tonight against Sarnia. Kings going to change the defenseman last second here before the face-off. Easton Cowan, Owen Lukings, Adam Zuckerman to take the draw. Cowan gets kicked, and Zuckerman will take the face-off against Ty Moffat. Moffat, the win, goes back to Owen McDonald. McDonald now carries the puck and will flip it ahead. Josh Tidwell will grab it in the corner. Tidwell behind the goal line, sends it around the boards. Owen Lukings is on it. Lukings goes to Easton Cowan. Cowan behind the net. Plays it for Komoka now through his own end. Lost it to Dupuis. Dupuis gave it over to DeGallis, who was stopped. McDonald's pass was cut off, and Komoka will clear. Down the ice it goes. Lukings racing after it. Here is Ballack behind his own cage. Ballack ahead to Moffat. Moffat hit by Colin Holmes, but he gets a pass out to DeGallis. DeGallis has his pocket picked by Jansu. Jansu gets around McDonald. In he comes. Edward Jansu, high slot, holding, shooting. Stopped by Strobel. Comes back on the bounce over the back of the net. And Ballack is able to pick it up to get it out of harm's way. It's sent down the ice by the Legionnaires, and that will be an icing called against Sarnia. So the face-off will come all the way back in the Sarnia zone. Kings will leave out the unit of Jansu, German, and Holmes. One by Jansu, but one a little too hard. Darius Manny couldn't come up with it. He's racing to get possession of the puck in his own end now, as a Legionnaire is on him quickly. That is Braden DeGallis. Chris Crocker gets it over to Will German, goes off the skate of Edward Jansu, and Darius Manny will send it in. Around the boards, after it is Lightfoot. Lightfoot lost it. Here's German coming in. Pass out front, the shot. Quick save by Strobel. Here's Manny. Manny goes down low. German sharp angle. That goes over the net. A great chance. Couple great chances there for the Kings. Holmes and then German, but Strobel stood tall. At the blue line, a shot from Jansu that was blocked on the way, and on it is Braden Kruger. Kruger looks to flip it out to center. Jansu at the blue line looks to hold, couldn't do it. Coming out now are the Legionnaires. Priddle moving ahead. Priddle has Lightfoot in the slot. The pass was cut off by Chris Crocker. Colin Holmes tied up with Lightfoot. Crocker sends it ahead to Manny. Manny along the left side through neutral ice. Skates it ahead and offside at the blue line, says the linesman. Face off in neutral ice, won by Sarnia. Sent across, here's Wes Brooks. And that'll be icing called against the Legionnaires as Brooks dumped it down into the Komoka zone. Kings' fourth line of Johnson, Glover, and Lewis out there for this face-off. Uniacke and Matthews at the blue line. Ryder Niehenhuis trying to win that face-off for the Legionnaires. The shot was blocked by Ewan Johnson after Will Lewis got it off the face-off. Here comes Sarnia the other way. Morningstar chips it around Ethan Matthews. Jack Uniacke goes to collect the puck behind the net as Carson Peer hits him. Nash Glover backhands that ahead to Will Lewis, but it was cut off by Wes Brooks. Now Peer's got it along the right side by the Komoka bench. Here is Glover in his own zone. Glover will flip it in and chase after it. Brooks on that puck. Sends it around the boards to Morningstar. Has it go off his skate, and Niehenhuis scoops it up. Ryder Niehenhuis back for Carson Peer. Peer at center goes off the skate of Johnson, and it's scooped up by Will Lewis. Lewis coming in with the puck for Komoka. That shot was blocked by Brooks. Lewis back out to the slot. Nobody's there for that pass except for Carson Peer of the Legionnaires, so he'll skate the other way with the puck. Peer, shot on Emsley. He'll hold on with ease. Just under 8 minutes into this third period. Kings leading by 3 goals. It's 4-1. Out shooting Sarnia 30-22. We appreciate you joining us here on this Saturday evening. Ryan Richardson will take the face-off, and he loses it to Jackson McElwain. McElwain goes to Chris Coulter. Coulter tries to get on that puck as Cameron Barlow scoops it up. He gets hauled down to the ice. It looks like that'll be a penalty called against Komoka. So the Kings will have to kill their third penalty of the game. They are 1 for 2 on the kill tonight, as Chris Coulter heads to the box for tripping. He was down on the ice, tried to reach in for the puck, and wound up tripping. I believe it was Cameron Barlow down there. So the Legionnaires, who are 1 for 2 on the power play this evening, will try to get back in this game and put themselves only down 2 with the power play marker here. Richardson off the face-off, lost it, and Darius Manny grabs the puck, has it in his skates, comes back to the blue line. Now Harper over to McDonald. Owen McDonald, pass out to the slot. Backhand shot from Richardson just goes wide. Here's Niehenhuis. Niehenhuis back to McDonald. McDonald slides it over to Harper at the point. Colin Holmes cuts that off, and Owen Lukings will clear it. Sarnia's power play is 4th in the Western Conference, if I'm not mistaken. A Western Conference that has some really good power play units. Colin Holmes with a lot of pressure on this penalty kill now has to race back into the defensive zone. Owen McDonald back behind the Komoka net, I should say, at the blue line. Niehenhuis has it. Niehenhuis lost it. Cut off by Holmes. Holmes gets around Austin Harper and will throw it in deep. Strobel gloves it, knocks it down. Kings will get it changed. Cowan over the boards along with Will Lewis. Here comes Ryder Niehenhuis. Niehenhuis across the line, offside of the Legionnaires. We'll get a whistle with 1:09 left of the penalty to Chris Coulter. Cowan will take the draw for Komoka against Braden Kruger. Won by Cowan. He goes to Crocker, and Crocker will dump it in deep, killing off more time on this Coulter penalty. Wes Brooks has it behind the net. Sarnia's got their second unit on the ice now. Here comes Brad Slagers along the right side. Slagers gets it in deep. A hit there from Komoka. Puck almost squirted out to Cowan. It's up in the air by the Kings bench. Here's Will Lewis now. Lewis will wrist it down the ice. Strobel will watch it slide by. Now he's going to play the puck. Cowan goes to apply pressure. It's grabbed by Carson Peer, who then loses it to Easton Cowan. Cowan looks to get it to Uniacke. Now has it in his own end, handling it himself. Gets it over to Uniacke. Here's Josh Tidgewell. Tidgewell will send it down, and Easton Cowan in full sprint once again goes into the offensive zone, but will peel off for a change. Here is Wes Brooks. Brooks goes to Slagers. Slagers sends it around the boards. Emsley watches it slide past him. Ryan Richardson goes onto that puck. Jack Uniacke tries to pin him to the boards. 10 seconds left in the Coulter penalty, and a hand pass is called against Sarnia. So the face-off will come out. And that'll just about do it for this man advantage. Potentially one more try on the power play before it expires. Varlas, Richardson, Harper for Sarnia. Won by Richardson, goes to Barlas, and the pass was cut off by Colin Holmes, but Austin Harper gets it back. Harper, the shot that was blocked, deflected up and over the glass, out of play. Harper, the Legionnaires' leader in points this season, 31 points in 27 games. Has played a couple games, I believe, with the Sarnia Sting in the Ontario Hockey League. Has had a great year. Carter McElwain will take the face-off against Ryan Richardson. Richardson, the win, goes to Barlas. Barlas backhanded in deep, and that'll do it for the penalty to Coulter. Over the boards comes Jackson McElwain to join his line mates Caden Johnston and his brother Carter. Jackson looks to chip it over to Johnston, couldn't get it from behind him. Carter McElwain on that puck, knocks his man down, and now here's Chris Crocker off the bench, and a penalty coming up against Komoka, I think. Wow. A slash called against Caden Johnston, so the Kings will go right back to the penalty kill. Carter McElwain in disbelief. He goes over to talk to the referee, or to try to talk to the referee, but the man in stripes is having none of it, so he won't get an explanation, but Caden Johnston's in the box for a slash. Draw one by Ian Heiss. Goes back to the blue line. Here's Harper. Harper quarterbacks this first power play unit for the Legionnaires. Now Jet Morningstar is on it. Morningstar battles with Crocker. Ian Heiss looks to get it back in deep to Morningstar. At the blue line, here's McDonald. McDonald now for Harper. Spins off. Looks to go over to his defensive partner. Shot deflected up and over the glass, out of play. That shot blocked. Here's a rebound down low. Richardson missed the net. It'll come back to Austin Harper. Harper along the right side by the Komoka bench at the blue line. He's got it. Pass cut off by Lukings, but it's held in at the line by Owen McDonald. McDonald back along the left side at the top of the circle. Here's Ian Heiss. Ian Heiss sent across, deflected by Colin Holmes, who will race for possession of that puck. Austin Harper will get there first. Harper pass over to McDonald. Kings send Cowan back over the boards. Expect Will Lewis to follow, but it looks like it's Will German who comes over instead. McDonald has it behind his own cage. 55 seconds left in the Johnston penalty. Richardson moving ahead. Ryan Richardson along the right side. Has Brooks coming off the bench instead. Elects to go to Ian Heiss. The shot went over the net. It'll come back to the point, nearly squared out. Cowan cuts it off. Here they go. Easton Cowan and Will German, 2-on-1 shorthanded. Cowan feeds it over to German. Down low, shot stopped by Strobel. A tremendous save by Brendan Strobel, sliding across the crease and getting a blocker up to stop Will German. The Kings will send it back in deep. Strobel watches it slide by. Here's Wes Brooks. Brooks spins off, gets hit by Easton Cowan. Now looks to Barry Cowan, but can't quite do that. Trips him up. No call on the play. Slagers has it in his own end. Slagers ahead to DeGallis. DeGallis lost that puck, and now it's cut off by Ethan Matthews. Matthews banked ahead, and Wes Brooks picks the puck up. 2 seconds left in the Johnston penalty. He's out of the penalty box. The Kings have killed off another. They're 3 for 4 down a man this evening. Here's DeGallis in the corner. DeGallis looks to shovel it down low for Carson Peer. Peer sends it off the back of the net. Chance out front, looking for DeGallis. Emsley trying to find it as well. DeGallis has it down low. Pass that out front. Tries to bank it off of Emsley. Couldn't find it. Slagers at the point of shot. That was blocked. Rebound. DeGallis puts it by. Braden DeGallis makes it a 4-2 game. Chaos in front. Emsley was down. He couldn't really see it. And now it's a 4-2 game. Carter McElwain going to talk to the referee, I believe, about the Johnston penalty. He's still in disagreement with that call. It was right after Johnston got out of the box, so it won't be charged as a power play goal for Sarnia. Here's Carter McElwain off the face-off. Shot was blocked. Jackson in there as well. Knocks it ahead, and now Lightfoot is on it for Sarnia behind his cage. Cameron Lightfoot Lost it. Here is Carter McElwain. McElwain from the circle. Shot was blocked on the way. Johnston looking for a rebound. Jackson McElwain fires it wide. Johnston in front. Carter looking for it. Scores! Carter McElwain, second of the game. 22nd on the year. And Komoka regains the 3-goal lead very quickly. It's 5-2. Another example of chaos in front leading to a goal, as Carter McElwain buries his second of the evening. Oftentimes with Carter McElwain, it makes me think of the Michael Jordan and I took that personally meme, where something will happen and he'll come back out on the next shift and get payback, and that's exactly what he did there. Disagreed with the call against Caden Johnson and then puts a goal in the net to give the Kings a 3-goal advantage once again. Will Lewis will clear that puck for the Kings. It'll come back to Wes Brooks. Brooks to Ty Moffat. Moffat off the skate of Lewis. Richardson on the left side brings it in for the Legionnaires. Chips it past Crocker, and Manny will play it. McLean at the blue line gets knocked down by Will Lewis with a big hit. At the point, Harper's got it. Harper over to Brooks. Wes Brooks, a shot through traffic. Emsley got enough of it to keep it out of the net. A big hit by Lewis again as Harper went down to play that puck. Lewis throwing the body around a little bit. Ewan Johnson looks to clear the zone. He does. Manny behind the net calms things down. Manny ahead, deflected by Nash Glover. Will Lewis will send it in deep. Strobel missed the puck as he looked to play it. Here is Wes Brooks. Brooks off the stick of Zuckerman. Flips it ahead. Zuckerman grabs it and will peel back. 5:50 left in this third period. Kings up by 3 goals. It's 5-2. Cowan stops up, makes a move, gets around one man. Stick handles to Lukings. Lukings, the shot was blocked. Brooks looks to clear and will. It'll come back out of the Sarnia zone, and it'll be dumped in by Josh Tidgewell. Tidgewell will watch it slide in as Brooks lost it to Cowan. Cowan gets it back to the point. Tidgewell, a shot, deflected on the way, but Strobel makes the save. Kings will send out Colin Holmes, Edward Jansu, and Will German. Josh Tidgewell and Chris Coulter on the back end. Face-off won by Komoka. Tidgewell from the point, blockered away by Strobel. German's got it once more, played out to the slot. Nobody was there for that pass. Coulter, a shot deflected on the way by Jansu, and Strobel will cover up and hold on. Face-off won by Sarnia. Chris Coulter looking for it. Now Carson Peer moving it ahead for the Legionnaires. It'll be covered up by Michael Emsley. Face-off in the Komoka zone, won by Edward Jansu. He'll go back to Jack Uniacke, and now Colin Holmes is on it. Holmes gets pinned up against the boards by Cameron Lightfoot, and Jansu looks to knock the puck free. Couldn't do it. The Legionnaires get it back. Backhand shot. Saved by Emsley. Rebound in front. Jansu clears the slot. It'll come back to the blue line where Sarnia holds it. Kruger sends it in deep, and Uniacke is on it. Uniacke floats it around the boards. Will German tries to get it out ahead to Edward Jansu. Jansu tried to pass to Holmes, fanned on it, and the attempted pass the next time was deflected by Sarnia. Owen McDonald on it. Legionnaires down 3 with 4:30 left in this third period. If they can get one, they'll have a chance to empty the net and potentially get 2 more. Here's McDonald. McDonald behind the cage. Dupuis covering him at the blue line. Holmes in on his man, and now it's grabbed by Lightfoot, thrown towards the net, goes wide. After it is Will German. He gets hit by Lightfoot. Priddle in there as well, digging for possession of the puck. Jansu, German, and Uniacke pinning it up against the boards. Referee's not tempted to whistle yet. It's still loose, it looks like, but the Kings are killing more and more time. Here's Stauffer. Stauffer shot that one wide, and after it is Dylan Dupuis. Deflected by Ethan Matthews. Matthews has it in his skates, kicks it up to his stick, goes now to Will German. German on the right side, moves it in, stopped by Strobel. Now German a chance again in the slot, lost the puck, couldn't get a clean handle on it. Ty Moffat will go grab it in the corner. Moffat behind the goal, sends it ahead. That's blocked up there by the Legionnaires, and Dupuis gets it to Moffat again. Ty Moffat along the left side. Carries it up for Sarnia. The shot from DeGallis in the slot. Carter McElwain knocks that back. At the blue line, Slager's a shot that was blocked, and Chris Crocker picks it up for the Kings. It'll get chipped off the boards. Crocker has it go over him. Dupuis coming in, 2-on-1 with DeGallis. Dupuis pass across, cut off by Manny. Chris Crocker gonna head back for Komoka, gets it up to Carter McElwain. Looks like a penalty coming against Sarnia. Around the boards it'll go, it'll be touched up by the Legionnaires. So with 2:54 left in this third period, Komoka's gonna get their first chance on the power play this evening. Not sure who is getting the call here for Sarnia. Ryder Nienhuis is off to the box. Draws one by Komoka, but a little too hard. It'll come back into their zone, and Josh Tidgewell will go play it. Tidgewell behind the cage. Waits for Jackson McElwain to circle back, and now will start up again. Off the boards, here's Chris Coulter. Coulter ahead to Carter McElwain, now to Chris Coulter again. Stick lifted by Cameron Lightfoot as he loses possession of the puck there momentarily. It'll get sent in. Emsley will leave it there for Josh Tidgewell. Tidgewell will go back around the net. And here is Jackson McElwain through center. McElwain carries the puck ahead for Komoka. McElwain to Tidgewell. Tidgewell to Coulter. Coulter, Carter McElwain along the right circle. McElwain back for Coulter. Coulter, Carter McElwain, one-time shot. Stopped by Strobel. Brooks looks to clear, and he will. Back behind the Kings net, Chris Coulter will play it. Chris Crocker sends it on a bank pass up for Cowan. Lukings looks to hold the line. It'll come back out to center, and Manny feeds it over to Crocker. Komoka looks to bring it in. It's Cowan. Drops it off for Zuckerman. A shot off the crossbar and in. What a shot by Adam Zuckerman. Bar down and a beauty. Back-to-back games with 2 goals, and it's a power play marker that puts the Kings ahead 6-2. It was such a quick shot, I'll be honest, I did not see it. Waited for the referee's signal, he said it was in. And Zuckerman's got a pair tonight. Face-off won by Nash Glover, and it's given away by Ethan Matthews to Carson Peer, but Ewan Johnson is there to collect the puck. Harper looks to hold the line. He does. Austin Harper sends it down low for Peer. Matthews now behind the goal. Ethan Matthews to Ewan Johnson. At the point, Nienhuis keeps it in. Backhand pass. Nash Glover scoops it up. Will Lewis and Ewan Johnson both down. Here is Peer. Peer's shot went wide. 53 seconds left in this third period. At the blue line, a shot from Richardson that goes over the net. Now down low, Uniacke tries to find it. Johnson getting into it a little bit with Jet Morningstar. And a penalty is forthcoming, and it's going to come against the Komoka Kings. Sent in close on Emsley, and we'll get the call. Johnson and Jet Morningstar going at it. As far as I can tell, the only penalty on the play is going to be against Komoka. Doesn't look like Morningstar is going to get an offsetting minor here. So Johnson will head to the box. And timeout is called by Sarnia. So down 4 with 39 seconds left on the man advantage. It would take a bit of a miracle here for the Legionnaires to come back in this game. But that's not going to stop Derek DeMuzio from drawing up a play on his bench. As he tries to get 1, 2, 3, and then 4 goals for his Sarnia Legionnaires as they trail by 4. I gotta be honest, the odds are slim that they come back in this game. But perhaps maybe just a little confidence booster, a momentum thing for the next game if they're able to get one more goal in this one. So they are ready to go. The Kings taking a little extra time. Adam Casey drawing up a play. It'll be Owen Lukings and Carter McElwain to kill off this penalty. Chris Crocker, Darius Manny, the defenseman. Nian Heiss, Richardson, Morningstar, Pierre, McDonald, and Harper are the power play unit. The net is empty, I should say, for Sarnia. Face-off won by the Legionnaires. Pierre looks to get it down low. It's sent out by Komoka. After it is Owen McDonald. It is Ewan Johnson who gets 2 for roughing. Owen McDonald carries the puck in along the right side. Now around the boards. Jet Morningstar is on it. Morningstar back to the point. Nian Heiss toe drag to get around Lukings. Morningstar, slot shot from Richardson goes wide. Pierre on the rebound. Chance in front, stopped by Emsley. Now down low a try. Emsley will cover up and hold on. Things getting a little chippier as the game winds down. 7.3 left on the clock. Face-off won by Komoka. Lukings has got it. He'll bank it off the boards and ahead. It'll roll to Owen McDonald, and that'll just about do it for action here at the Komoka Wellness Center tonight. After a loss yesterday against the St. Thomas Stars, the Kings bounce back with a 6-2 victory over the Sarnia Legionnaires. Carter McElwain scored 2. So did Adam Zuckerman. Caden Johnson had a goal, and Owen Lukings scored his first in the GOJHL. Michael Emsley makes 27 out of 29 saves in the winning effort for the Kings. We appreciate you joining us this evening, whether that was on YouTube or on Hockey TV. My name is Dylan Baker, and we'll talk to you again next Saturday.